And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Ultimate Racing League. We are with the AM2 guys, and yes, you guessed it, it is race 2 at Dragon Trail, Seaside, and of course the dreaded Death Chicane, which, in all fairness, back in race 1, it only claimed one or two of these guys, pardon me, in race 1, but not to say. Race 1 produced some fantastic and epic racing up and down the grid. A few stragglers here and there, as you get with a race of this magnitude, but they've all come out the other side. They've done their 13 laps. They've got another 13 laps to go through that lovely Death Chicane. So shall we get on with the race? And what we'll do is we'll just go up the grid this time, because we normally go down, but we're going to go up. So we're going to start right at the back. So the man who finished first is last. So in excuse me, my voice is terrible. It's literally I need to is it Gaviscon or some cough medicine for that? I do apologise for the coughing. I've been working some really long hours and driving quite some distances. So I'm a little tired. So let's start that again, shall we? Okay. So the man who finished first shall start last. So, in 12th we have Gazman. In 11th we have Slowpoke. And in 10th we have Max. Now, these two guys had a fantastic battle. Probably about 10 laps worth of battling. So, kudos to those two guys. In 9th we have IQ4. Got it right that time. In 8th we have Hoyland. 7th is Still. 6th is Addy. 5th is Flash. 4th is Castian. 3rd is Lugnuts, hoping for a better race in race 2. LB also hoping for a better race, so he's second on the grid with our favourite of all is Sid the Sloth. So, shall we get this show on the road? And here we go for the lights. 3, 4, 5, and it's lights up, and away we go. They held for quite some time, didn't they? So we're going to go straight at the back of the grid, like we did last time, because this is coming up to turn 1, the first of the 3 chicanes. Obviously not the worst of the 3 chicanes, might I say. But we're just going to follow them through, see if there's any mischief going on in turn 1. They all seem to look okay. A little bit of bargy there, as Hoyland did go off into the gravel. As you can see there, Gaz he's got the rear end out and slipping and sliding because they're all jostling for position. So Hoyland's lost a few places, so he's dropping back quite some degree. Here we go. As I said before in race 1, and I've said in all the other races as well, we do have a hairy cam, so I'm going to keep my eye on that little bit down there, the old Death Chicane, just in case some of you decide to take your eye off the ball and do a little bit of ping-ponging across the between the barriers. So, hey, and here we go. Who is that? That's Luggy. Where's he gone? There he goes. So, Luggy is our first victim of the night. There does appear to be... I'm not quite sure what is happening there. He's got his hazard lights on. It seems like he's in control. So we're just going to watch him as he goes up through the S's. As we can see in front, Addy, Flash and Sid going hammer and tong. Flash giving Sid a little bit of a side swipe there to say, come on, get out of the way. And... well, what can I say? Unfortunate there for Lugnuts. It looked like he just went a little bit too wide. See that curve that you get on there? It can throw you out. So, unfortunate for Lugnuts, he's quite a way back, but hey, there's still another 13 laps to go. So let's go back up to the top here. So Cashin's coming up to the first of the Death Chicane. He's cleared it. Next is Addy. Addy's cleared it. Flash has cleared it. Max has cleared it. Sid, IQ, Gaz, Steel, Hoyland, Slowpoke, Labillion. And we'll wait for Luggy, shall we? We'll see if Luggy can make it through. I don't know whether he's got the hazard lights on, if it's saying wrong, or... ooh, just about made it. Right. We're going to leave him alone just to get on with his race for now. Okay? So as we start lap 2, we're going to have a look down the grid because Cashin seems to have quite a gap back to Addy. So Cashin's out front, he is on the mediums. Addy obviously not just behind him, but also whilst Addy's in second, he's coming under attack on Flash. So Addy's on the hards, Flash is also on the hards, holding on to third, but it looks like he's going to put in a challenge for Addy. Is he going to do it? Is he thinking? He's going to make that move? He's going to have to make it soon. You want to get it done before you get down towards the Death Chicane. So here we go, Max. Max is now joined in. He joined in on the front. I can see there's some action going on behind as well, but let's have a look. Are they too far apart? They are. So let's go back to IQ4. He's on his own at the moment. Gaz. There we go. We've got a train. We've got a train of cars here. And here we go. Look at this. We've got Slowpoke and Hoyland. Hoyland trying to fight back. He was in 5th when he was on the grid. I think it was 5th anyway. Great car control there from Slowpoke. Seen it come across many times where people have gone too far away on that curve, and it's basically you just flip the car around. So yeah, you literally do lots and lots of spinny winnies. Look at these. Look at these. This is what we want to see. I keep saying that every race. This is what we want to see. This is what we come here. This is what we turn up for on a Sunday night. Just okay. So here we go. We have our second of the night. So second spin of the night, but our first victim of the Death Chicane. So is this a glitch? Is it? Well, I'm lost for words. I don't know whether that was a glitch or whether that was something to do with LB himself. But hey, we'll just rush over that one. Whoa! And we got here. We have another one. It's a busy night for Hairy Cam. So we're coming to the end of lap 2. Hope this don't go on all night. As I said, I'm actually really tired. But these guys produce such fantastic racing that I was again tired before starting this, but now I'm not. Look at that, getting all out of sorts coming out in the last turn 13. It almost looked like look at this, Holland didn't know whether to go left or right. But I do believe still he's not going to be able to go into the pits, so he's going to have to stay. You have to go round another lap. So in the pits we've got Flash, we've got Gaz, we've got Sid, and we've got Hoyland. And up at the front we've got Cashin on the mediums. I reckon Cashin will probably go to about lap 11? Because he is not being bothered by anyone. All the while like the other guys, Addy, Max, and IQ4. I see here. There we go. I thought I did see that. So you got Addy. Addy is now coming under attack from Max. So are they going to go side by side through here? They'll be very brave if they do. Oh, please tell me it's not the curse of the glitching again. I really hope it's not. I hope it's not too bad. I can't do that. I can't watch it like it was at Sardinia. Nah, that was too much. Those tiny little bits I'd be happy with. So anyway, let's get back to the racing, shall we? Oh, just a slight note as well. My broadcast in race 1 alerted the admin team that I'd actually hired the yacht on the marina, and I subsequently this afternoon had an email from admin telling me to get my backside off that yacht because we're not made of money. So I'm now staying in a camper van somewhere around here because they told me I can't be spending 300,000 euros a day on a super yacht because we just don't have the funds. So yeah, back to reality for me. Oh well. Right, anyway, back to the racing, shall we? Don't want to hear about my misfortunes. So into the pits we have now, at the end of lap 3, we have Max, we have IQ4, we have Slowpoke, and we have Still. So now we're going to have a look at LB. So LB's going to make his way. He is yet to pit. So he moves up into 3rd. At the top we've got Cashin, who's way out front. So is he the only one on the mediums? So let's have a look. Cashin's on the mediums. Addy's on the hards. LB's on the hards. Max is pitted and he's come out on the mediums. Flash is pitted and on the medium. Gaz is also on the mediums and pitted. IQ4's on the mediums. Hoyland, mediums. Slowpoke is medium. Steele's medium. Sid. So there's only 2. So, no. So Addy's yet to pit. I find it incredibly brave or stupid if you would have come in at the end of lap 2 and got rid of the mediums. So he hasn't pitted yet. Cashin definitely hasn't pitted, but look at the gap he's got. I only hope that, you know, he can maintain that. So we're giving him a little bit of airtime. That's him through the dev chicane. Addy, he's turned to go through the dev chicane. Nicely done. So LB, it's his turn. Oh no, I know he definitely hasn't. He definitely hasn't pitted yet. Why would you? Hard. Now LB, he's holding third at the moment. So here we go. We've got this little kerfuffle going on now. So we've got Max, we've got Flash, and we've got Gaz. So Gaz is trying to assert his authority. So he's chasing these 2 guys down, and this glitching needs to stop. I know Max didn't go off there. It's just a glitch. I'm sure you can put up with it. Whatever they're doing, the hokey cokey around there. So Gaz, he's got a great exit off turn 13, so he is now in the slip of Flash. Now, I don't know whether it was during the race, the glitching, but I'm just wondering whether Gaz is thinking now, is he actually really there, or is he all to the right, or is he to the left? But it looks stable at the moment. So Gaz, he's got the inside line for turn 1. So he's going to make it stick. Crikey. I'm really sorry, folks, to see that. That's, yeah. I don't really know what to say about that. Other than the fact that Gazman has gone down the inside of Flash at turn 1 and he made it stick. So Gaz has now moved up to 4. And it looks like he's chasing down Max, because Max is on the mediums. Well as Gaz anyway. So let's see if we can find somebody who's not glitching. Thanks to PD. So IQ4, he's all on his lonesome at the moment, on the mediums. Not troubling anybody and not being troubled by anyone behind him. Back in 7th spot we have Hoyland. He's also got a bit of a gap as well. A bit of a gap back to Slowpoke, who's also got a gap back to Steele, who's also got a gap back to LB, who's also got a... There's my yacht. There was that yacht I was having. See that little one on the left? That was mine. It kicked off it. So some of these guys, I'm not quite sure what's going on with Luggy. Whether he's forgot to turn his hazard lights off or not, I don't know. We're going to go back up. So Addy's now decided he's had enough of these hard, so he's coming in at the end of lap 5. Cashin, I reckon about lap 9 or 10. I reckon 10. I'm going to put my wager on 10. But as Addy's in the pits, all the boys are now starting to file past. So Addy's going to drop down the grid. So, pardon me, spending those extra few laps. But he's coming out, extra few laps. So he's now dropped down to 5th. He's just out the pitch, just in front of IQ4. Is he going to be able to hold that line? No, IQ4's got the momentum. So he has now got past Addy. So IQ4, he's on the mediums. Addy's come out on the mediums as well, but these are cold mediums. IQ4, I'm going to have to name something else. IQ Short. I'm just going to call him IQ. I can't obviously get that right. IQ Short. So it's going to be IQ from now on. So IQ, he's on warm mediums, so he's able to put the power down a little bit quicker, but it's going to take Addy about maybe like a lap by the time that they're warmed up, and then he might be able to start putting a challenge in on IQ. And then we've got back up in 7th. Like I said, he's not going to be bothering Addy at the moment, and he's not got anyone behind him. So looking like a bit of a lonely race for Slowpoke at the moment. Sitting in the first race, he probably might enjoy having that breather. In 8th spot, we've still got Hoyland, so he's gained a couple of places. He went all the way back, and he's now back up to 8th. LB, he's in 9th. Sid is in 10th, soon to be coming into attack, I'd imagine, from Steele. I'm going to go silent for a sec, because I really... And as we see here, Sid's gone off. So have a look. What's happened to poor old Sid? I muted myself there to cough so he didn't have to keep hearing me. Let's have a look. So what's happened to Sid here? What's happened? Well, he just either forgot to brake or he just couldn't be bothered to turn. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Never mind. But do you know what? He's a trooper. He'll carry on. Let's just hope he gets through the death chicane, shall we? Let's have a look and see going through here. Let's see if we can make it. Yeah, we can. There we go. Well done, Sid. We love you, Sid. We love you. And poor old Luggy, he's miles behind. He wants to be careful because Cassion's actually not that far behind. Well, I say not that far behind. I mean, but yeah. So there's Cassion and there's Luggy. So might want to be a bit careful. But we're going to go back here now because this is what we come here to see. So this is for the final, no, 2 steps on the podium at the moment because Cassion has just disappeared. We have got Flash, we have got Max, and we have got Gaz. So Gaz not actually able at the moment to pull out. He's managed to get ahead of Max, but Max is having none of it. So Max is going to have, oh, I thought he was going to have a go. I thought he was going to have a go up the inside. That would have been very, very brave. But look, it's all getting a bit argy-bargy here. So Flash has gone off. He's had a bit of side swipe from Yellow Machine. So he's had to drop back a little bit. DS is here in the centre of the track. Oh, they are terrible. It is terrible for understeer if you travel too far. There's my yacht. There it is. See that little one? Well, it used to be anyway. So here we come up to that. So nice little tight right hand hairpin there. So like I say, Max, if he's going to try for it, he's going to have to give it a go now because otherwise he's going to have to slot in behind Gazman. Gazman must be loving this because he knows he's going to be getting a bit of hair. Cool. God, my heart skipped a beat then. I thought Max was actually going to try and go side by side through the death chicane then. Maybe he thought back with it and thought, nah, you know what, it's difficult enough getting through there on your own, let alone 2 of us. So maybe he's just biding his time thinking, oh, do you know what I'll do? If I get to take an outside line, cut it in, and let's see whether I can pick up the slipstream. And Flash has gone wide on turn 13. Again, he went wide there in race 1. So let's see. Let's see whether this fantastic slipstream that's been produced from GT is going to allow Max to catch up, or is he too far behind? He hasn't managed it at the moment. So as we can see, Flash having that little bit of off, that's opened the door for IQ. Possibly. It looks like he is catching though, whether that's just a trickery of the race cam. You can't miss these 2, can you? Yellow, yellow. Not mellow yellow, but yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow! So, who knows? You know what I mean? Yellow, yellow! Some of you might know. Yellow, yellow! The Yellow Machine, or the Yellow Submarine! Maybe what they are. The Yellow Boys. Yellow, yellow. So which yellow is going to come out in front of the other yellow? As we come down to the nice little tight hairpin. 13. Turn 8. This is turn 8. Let's have a look. There's IQ. He's gonna make a go of it. What do you think? Is he gonna have a go? Or is he, if he doesn't have a go here, he's gonna have to wait. There's no way that these 2 guys are gonna be able to fit through the death chicane side by side. It'd be absolute suicide. Not going too wide on that one. Oh yes, that's a great one. Okay. Right, we'll leave these 2 boys to it because they're not quite racing each other. I mean, you see Slowpoke here, he's having a bit of a quiet race after, he's probably exhausted from race 1 to be fair. So he's back in 6th. Addy, I did see you. You did slam the barrier. So it's hairy cam time. Let's see, did he get all out of sorts with the death chicane? Let's have a look. I mean, well, to me it looked like he didn't even hit it, but maybe he did. There you go. He's claimed another victim, and that's no good for him because that's allowed Hoyland, and he's carrying damage at the front, aerodynamic, and both of the wheels are damaged as well. But look at this, he's not having it, is he? He's got sitting in that slipstream. Is he going to make a challenge for him, even though he's carrying damage? I don't think I've ever seen a car come back after damage. But now we've got another group of guys about to battle. So will Ali try and go up the inside here? It's a case of the late breakers. No, he's thought better of it. He thought, you know what? Live to fight another day. There's a lot of racing going on here, so the glitching seems to have calmed down. So I've missed Still Scar looks a little bit battered up, so he's all on his lonesome. Sid is on his lonesome as well, and poor old Luggy, yeah, he's nowhere to be seen this race, is he? Bless him. So we're going to go back up to the top. So as we see, we are on lap 9 of 13. So will Cashin come in on this lap, or will he come on the next lap? Because you can do a minimum of 2 laps on one compound. So I would imagine he would probably come in at the end of lap 11. That's my thought. Yeah, because you do lap 11, so then you start lap 12, and then you do lap 13. So that does equate to the minimum 2 laps mandatory. But it doesn't to me. Because I mean, he's on the mediums. I mean, they are holding up pretty well. So we'll leave him. We're going to keep an eye on him up at the top, see what lap he is. I'm going to say end of lap 11. That's just my guess. And Max is overtaking Gaz, so I'm really sorry if I've missed that. Gaz is not having it all his own way today, even though he's come from the back of the grid, all the way back down from 12. Very impressive, the fact that he's actually managed to get himself up to 3rd. But he is a formidable opponent. But that's not to say that Max is not a formidable opponent. Max is going to make it very hard for Gazman to get past him. He wants that 2nd spot. So we're going to stick with these 2 guys for the moment. These 2 look like they are the closest, but hey, we've got 2 battles going on, so we're going to stick with Gaz. We'll stick with Gaz and Max at the moment, because Gaz must be loving this. He doesn't get a lot of airtime, poor old Gaz man, because he's half the time he's too busy up out front. I am going to go a little bit silent, because I need to cough. Coughing done. I'm going to have a sip of my beer whilst we are watching. Here we come. Hairpin. Is he going to try? Or are you just going to follow him through? Because if he wants to get past him, is he going to try and get past him here? Are they? Looks like they're side by side. No, they're not. Gazman's thought better of it now. So he's literally going to have to jingle jangle, slot in behind Max here. Yeah, you can see the sensible thing there. It's where... Oh, it's terrible. Right, okay, so what's... Gazman binned it! He's binned it! So let's see what's happened here. Is this the glitching, or is this... Now that's very, very strange. Obviously it's strange to see that Gazman's actually binned it. But did he bin it, or was it the lagging that caused him to bin it? And look at the state of the paint job. Boys are going to have a long night in the garage. That's very unfortunate. He's now dropped back to 9, so that's horrible to look at. Yeah, the jury's out on that one. Did the glitching cause it, or was it a very, very rare Gazman glitch? So as he starts lap 11. So you've got a bit of a gap back to Hoyland. Hoyland's in 7th. LB is in 8th. Still, he's in 9th. Addy's way back there in 10th. He's all on his own as well. We've got Sid. Sid's picked up half-second penalty, so he is going to slow down now, serve that penalty, and then go up to turn 13, and then go again. And because of that, that's enabled Luggy to catch up with him just a little bit. Right, so this is what we want to watch. Well, he's going to have to, isn't he? Unless he's forgotten. But Castian, well, he will. He'll have to. We'll keep an eye on him. Let's have a look. Let's watch. I did say I predict a riot. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. Certainly one man in this course anyway. So let's have a look. He's going to hang around tight. Here we go, yeah. So Castian's going to come in from the lead. Let's keep an eye. Let's keep an eye on Max. as Max comes up to now, he comes up to turn 13. The fuel's not going in yet, but I'm pretty sure Cassion's not going to need fuel. So keep an eye on Cassion. As soon as that pit sign disappears, he will be coming out. So let's have a look. Is Max going to take the net lead? Cassion will come out on the hard. So yeah, Cassion's just come out, but Max has the advantage. He's on warm, medium, softer compounds as opposed to Cassion. Cassion's probably got what? Well, at best, well, he ain't got no choice, is he? He's got 2 laps on these hard tyres that he's got to, well, to warm them up, really. This is hope we can keep him behind, because I think it takes probably about 4 or 5 laps for the hards to warm up. So we're gonna look at this, because all the while Max is actually gaining, and he's gaining by quite a rate of knots as well. So this is going to be very interesting. Can Cassion hold on to that lead? He's held the lead from, well, pretty much lap 2. So it'll be a bitter pill to swallow if Max now takes him. So it's all going to come down to, can Cassion defend that lead? How much does Cassion want it? Can he keep that lime green, mellow yellow machine behind him? I'm pretty sure Max is not going to make a move through here. I think it'd have to be absolute crazy suicide to try and go 2 by 2 or side by side through the death chicane. So they're both through there. Obviously Cassion's having to go through there a little bit slower because his tyres are cold. But here we go. So Max, he's got the slip. He's going to take him up the inside, I'd imagine. I don't think there's a lot of Cassion can do. He can't shut the door. So it's a case of the late breakers and who can get on the power more. Who can get on the power first? So now this is an out-and-out drag race down to the well, turn 1 for the last lap as well. So Cassion's still in the lead. But as we come round the kink in the road on the right, Max will be in first. Well, at least, yeah, there we go. See, in first, but Cassion's still got the inside line, so he's going to retake that. Now, this is crucial. This is really, really crucial for Cassion. Kenny, no, he can't. Oh, do you know what? That's a very, very valiant effort from Cassion. I thought he might have been able to hold Max off, but Max is looking like he wants this. He knows he's on the softer compound. He knows Cassion's got to run the hard. So he knows that through these more technical S section here, he should be able to pull out a gap on Cassion. So just before we get up there, so let's go back down the grid. So Cassion's in second spot, followed by IQ. Slowpoke, he's made his well. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. Tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. Butter, go. Butter, go. Right. Slowpoke is in 4th. Gaz, after that, whether it's technical glitch or his own driving, he's back down. He's back up to 5th. Flash is in 6th. Hoyland is in 7th, and LB he's in 8th. Stills in 9th. Addy on his own in 10th. Luggy on his own in 11th, and poor old Sid just about to start lap 12 on his lonesome. So we're going to try and see who we can have a look at. Max ain't going to get trouble now. Nor's Cassion, Nor's IQ, Nor's Slowpoke, or Gaz to be fair, but it's these 3 guys here. If they didn't hit the barriers. But we will go up to the top in a moment. So let's go back up now. So congratulations to Max, as you can see there, celebrating there. So Max puts the line in 1st, Cassion in 2nd, IQ 4, Slowpoke in 4th. And we've got a little bit of a wait back to Gazman. It looked like he was on for a win, but didn't quite happen for him. So he puts the line in 5th, Flash is in 6th, Hoyland's in 7th, LB in 8th. And we're just going to wait for Still to come up over the hill. Still Hill. He is going to cross the line in 9th. Well done, Still. And we've got Addy. Addy is in 10th. He had a great battle this race as well. So congratulations, mate. Hey, you might finish 10th, but you know what? Every point counts. We've got Luggy here, so he's going to be coming through the death chicane now for the final time of this weekend. Now, it's going to take a little while, because we've still got to wait for poor old Sid to cross the line. So, I tell you what, this cough is terrible. You You know, maybe some cough syrup or something would probably help. Guys, not had a very good evening, has he? Not a very good day. That might have, I feel sorry for these boys. No one wants to see that. But anyway, Luggy's going to cross the line in 11th. Yep, I see you, Luggy. Yeah, I see you. Nice flush of the lights. Thank you very much. And we have one man left. Coming round the top, the final turn 13 is our man, Sid. Come on, Sid. We know you can do it, son. Cross that line. That's it. Well done, Sid. Congratulations, mate. 12th spot. 12 out of 16, so there's still good points, a good pool of points, even though you finished in 12th. But you know what? It doesn't matter about the positions. It matters about people. You know, it's taking part. This is what we all come here for, Sunday for, to have a laugh and sweat and battle to the very death. That's what the URL. That's what we love about it. But hey, I've had an absolute blast watching these guys, especially in race 1 and race 2. Race 2 was kind of ruined a little bit by the glitching, but not as bad as one of the other races we had. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. You are with Harry Poppins, the URL Harry Poppins Race Channel, on behalf of the Ultimate Racing League and the AM2 guys. I'm sure they appreciate everything that the admin do and all the fans coming out to see them. So yeah, it's been fantastic, and I can't wait to see you guys at the next race. So if you could just, you know, click that like button or share it or subscribe, that'd be fantastic. But other than that, thank you for watching the show, and yeah, I'll see you next weekend. Goodbye.